What is your greatest weakness? Do you think negatively about everything? When you're going to pay this bill? How you're going to do all the chores? How you're going to make this amount of money? Is your thought structure built in fear? Because anything built in fear needs more fear to fuel it. So, today, we're going to be learning about the law of compensation. All right, after the law of cause and effect. So, domino falls. Another domino falls. All right. But if those dominoes are seated in negative, conflict, oppression, sadness, the fear tree, the tree of fear, then you're compensated with more conflict, sadness, fear. The law is unbiased. The law does not care if you're a good person or a bad one. All it shows and understands and bends to your action, vibration, oneness. So let me explain. Let's say your weakness is love, all right? Which tends to get you lusty, low vibrational relationships filled with passion, but toxic. Or let's say your weakness is greed, where you're so concerned about material possession because you feel that it gives you status in life. Well, the law will compensate you with more material possession or with less. Let's say your weakness is wrath. The law will compensate you with more conflict. So, your base fears are connected to your weakness. All right, so what you're afraid of is what you manifest. It's what you're compensated with. That's why you see people's worst fears coming true. But in the same sentence, you see people's dreams come to life. Because they turned their fears inward. And they took their dreams outward. You see, the law of compensation, it's the reward. It's your reward for the hard work you've done. So after you're in oneness, you're vibrating at your idea, you take action on it, you correspond with it, you set into motion cause and effect, then you start to see compensation for it. So the compensation is effectively the first fruits, okay? The first fruits of your labor. So if you've been living unconsciously, your first fruits are probably more conflict, drama, sadness, depression, reasons to continue a cycle of low vibrational tendencies. Especially if you're a part of drama or conflict. Let's say you're gossiping. Let's say you heard something from over yonder and you tell your friend, oh, I heard insert here, and then you continue to make comments on it, like why would she, or why would he, or what was he thinking, or you can't know this and know this, and the more you are a part of it, you manifest it. You see, when you get serious about your life, that's when things start to change. That's when your mind starts to change. You start to see every negative situation, and you consciously decide you don't want to be a part of it, like at all. And when you see those situations, you see the people who want to just stay in those situations. They don't really want to change. They don't really want to be compensated any other way. They like living there. They like being stressed out. They like being in that place because they're not ready for that change. Same thing on the opposite end. You see people with multiple streams of income never have to worry about a thing, travel, do whatever they want. They like to live there. They don't want to change because their compensation satisfies them. And some low vibrational, lusty, passionate relationships filled with toxicity, that turns them on, and that's enough compensation for them. That 15 seconds of hot, passionate, toxic nonsense. We've all been there. We know what it looks like. We know how it feels. But it's fleeting. It's not lasting. There's no vitality or longevity in it. But there's longevity in consciously understanding the law of compensation. This is where you get your friendships, your blessings, financial gain, material possessions, or they're taken away. You are given what you gave. It is a very fundamental principle that you should at least practice. Because when you see the law of compensation in action, there is no denying how vital these laws are. Take it from me. These are the laws of the universe.